Hello, it's Saturday the 14th of October 2017. I'm just looking at last night's EuroMillions result. This is my ticket that I bought and these are the winning numbers. As you can see, I matched two of the main numbers and one of the star numbers and I won £5.20. Now the reason why I picked these numbers is because I was looking at this chart. This is the chart that I was looking at, and these are the main numbers, and as you can see, number 23 was the most overdue number, also one of the most frequent, and definitely closest to that top right corner, which means it was the most overdue for its frequency. And this is where all the winning numbers were on that chart. As you can see, most of them at the more frequent end of the chart. So we had the most overdue number and we also had the most frequent number. Now what's interesting is if you look at the chart for all numbers paired with number 23, which was the most overdue for its frequency, you can see on this chart that number 50 was one of the most overdue for its frequency, maybe not as overdue for its frequency as number 12, which seems to be closer to that top right corner, but number 50 with number 23, that pair of numbers, that combination of the two, was pretty much overdue to occur. And also, if we look at this chart, we can see the second most frequent number, 37, that one came out with 23 as well, and it's the second most frequent but much more overdue than the most frequent number, so that's probably why 37 came out as well. And if we look at where the other numbers were on this chart paired with number 23, you can see there's 45 and there's 29 as well, and this is where all the other numbers were. So if we look at the chart for number 50 and see what we can find on there, again number 12 still most overdue to occur with number 50 again, and there's number 20 most overdue, but those two numbers didn't come out. Instead, the numbers that came out were these numbers. That's where the winning numbers were on the chart of numbers paired with number 50. So if we look at the star numbers now, and we'll just look at the recent history because there are now 12 star numbers. Okay, that's a chart for the star numbers that have occurred with main number 23. As you can see, 11 most frequent, number 3 is just there. If we look at the chart for star numbers that have occurred with 50 as the main number, one of the main numbers, you can see 11 and 3 were both overdue. Oh yeah, 11 was overdue, but it was number 5 as second most frequent. So yeah, I picked 11 and 3. Oh yeah, there we go. Number 5 was overdue to occur with 23. So if we look at some of the other main numbers and see where the star numbers were, so we've got number 5 most frequent, most overdue out of the two frequent numbers. There's number 11. If we look at number 29, you can see 5 overdue again. There's number 11. So this is where all the star numbers were in relation to each other. Number 5 and 11 just sort of in the middle. So those are the only reasons I can come up with for why these numbers occurred. If we look at star number 5 and make a chart of the main numbers, that have occurred with number 5 as the star number. This is where the winning numbers were on that chart. And if we look at star number 11, that's where the winning numbers were on that chart, and that's the rest of the numbers. And if we look at 5 and 11 together, oh that's right, they've never occurred together in recent history, so nothing on that chart. So anyway, this is where the main numbers were, just looking at the recent history since the number of star numbers went up to 12. You can see number 23 most overdue, and that's where the other numbers were, just down there at the bottom. So not quite sure why number 45 came out. If you look at a chart for 45, see where the numbers were paired with that number. That's what it looks like. Maybe it's just because they were overdue. So this is what the chart now looks like, now that those numbers have occurred. So 23 is down at the bottom again, and now the most overdue number is number 16. Perhaps the most overdue for its frequency would be this one, which is 26. So should I change my numbers or not? Should I stick with the same numbers? Well, they're still overdue to occur with each other. Maybe not 50 and 23 together, but if we look at number 12, 23 is there, and that's one of the numbers I've been picking lately. So I might take a while to pick some more numbers for the next draw, or maybe I'll just stick with the same numbers that I've been putting on. See, these are the numbers I've been putting on recently. And this is the recent history, the chart for the recent history. So if the numbers that I've been picking were to come out, this is how the chart would change. So basically number 20, which is most overdue for its frequency recently, if you look at that number and see where the other numbers are paired with that number, you can see 2 star numbers 11 and 3 most frequent with it. There's number 12, there's number 23, we've got 50 overdue, and number 4 in the middle. So I think I'll just stick with the same numbers that I've been putting on for quite a while now in the next draw. So that concludes this video. Subscribe for the next one, and bye for now.